So a video has been making its rounds of the ladies from The View sharing their opinion about how men are useless. So we have thoughts about that. We're going to share. We're going to be reacting to that video today.
So fact, see what these birds got to say. I'm TK, a.k.a. Mark Dean.
And I'm Darius, a.k.a. Lewis Latimer. And this is Mind the Gap. Who was Mark Dean?
He was a dude that invented, he was an engineer for IBM, and a lot of stuff that we use for computers today are from him. He has 3 out of the 9 patents for computers. So a lot of stuff that we plug in, whether it be laptops, computers, mouses, all that stuff, that was my boy.
Oh, and of course, Lewis Latimer is the black man who's credited. Well, some people contest it because he was around Thomas Edison, but
and we all know Thomas stole.
He was stealing, but he's credited for inventing the light bulb, or at least the filament inside the light bulb that makes it even possible.
So, well, he allegedly stole because we went back there, but it is said that he stole light. That's the one that electrocuted the elephants, right?
Who?
Thomas.
I don't remember that.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I don't remember. You got to educate me on that. But anyway, let's jump into this video.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, love it. And by the way,
we can go back and listen to this other bird.
If it stopped right here and then they changed course, this would be another video.
I'm looking at the point. It's like, well, I'm answering the question. It's like, why do she think that the women said it and the men said, yes?
Yeah.
Well, again, I hate to be. These type of questions I just do not get no more. Like, why do we just find a way to fight each other on any and everything? Okay, this is another time where men look more logical.
Yeah, like if we examine the question, I do think that's a weird question to even pose.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean?
Just
by
like, what are men useful? Are women useful? Like, yeah, of course.
No, the question is like, do we need men?
Oh, yeah.
Do we need women? Yes.
Yeah.
For like, what do you mean? Do we need them for what?
What is it
for survival? Yes.
Yeah. So that question is, to me, a setup in the beginning. Because what are you trying to draw out of this conversation, even by proposing that conversation? I mean, that question.
And a lot of times, even with that question, man, it makes it look like, again, man, y'all, it makes women look stupid. That's what that does. When you
follow up like this, yeah.
The follow up, I mean, even asking that question, it makes women or whoever asks, like if it was a bunch of men that said, no, we don't need women, it'd have made men look stupid. In this context, it just makes women look stupid.
Yeah.
It makes the red pill guys look like they're right.
It gives them ammunition.
It gives them ammunition.
It just gives them something to
point to. It validates them on whatever they got going on. Of course we need women, men and women. How do we create?
Now, granted, we did not see this video that's going around that they referencing. I don't know.
I did see that video.
You did?
I'd say the first one because it's from.
How was it edited?
It's a lady from Fox. Well, I know the thing that they reference, like the lady said something like it was on Fox News or something, and then they did it, and then the lady was like, we do need men and women, and she broke down all the jobs that men do that women don't do. The percentages on every, like firemen, engineer, builders, architects. It just went down the list. Like, these are all the jobs that men do that we use every day, or we have them for protection. And then I think that's added to that.
Yeah.
But the original, I don't know. But I think they used the clip from like the Fox News because the lady broke down all the jobs. Which again, that's another argument within itself, because you're making another argument for somebody to rebuttal instead of just saying like, why are we even having this unnecessary conversation?
I think it's a weird, like I said, if it was just like jokey joke or whatever, this would just be another segment. But I think with the heat behind this video, it quickly becomes more than just not that. You know what I'm saying? So
you shouldn't have said it in the first place.
Yeah.
It's The View. Not everything that y'all do is a joke. Y'all are a joke now.
I mean, love it. And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men, because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of somebody like Steve.
See, but that's why I said if she would have just stopped at useless and then changed course, it'd be another set. But now it seems like she's trying to justify what she's saying with reasoning that does not make sense to me. What is first of all, gay men are men. Like, so the differentiation you make, it does not matter. You know what I'm saying? And like the same thing, I mean, depending on the kind of guy you get with or like you hang around, you get those same things.
It doesn't matter at this point now, because you say that, now we looking at you. Yeah. Because if every other woman looks at their man as useful or whatever the case, what it says about you and your family. Yeah. What it says about you and your husband.
Yeah, your household, what's going on. Because she seemed like, I mean.
Like that says more about that's what it say about your father. Yeah. What do it say about your cousins? What do it say about your uncles? Yeah. Your uncles. Yeah. So all your uncles and all of them are just useless. Other than the gay ones that you say. Weird. Because they gossip. Because they keep you from harming yourself. What?
Your father never did that? Your brother never did it? Your uncles never did that?
Yeah. And you married. Yeah. I see
your husband never did that?
I see who she married.
Is your husband gay?
Her husband is a millionaire. Yeah. Which don't surprise me, which is why biddies like this talk like this.
Biddies.
Yeah. It's like they talk like this because
because they can afford it.
They can afford it.
Yeah, they can afford it.
This is rich white woman talk. You know what I'm saying?
From this Hispanic woman.
That you done lost yourself somewhere. Yeah.
I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like my husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can, you know. Yeah. But you guys feel you guys are married.
That is wild, bro.
For me, like, this isn't more about the question that was posed. This is about you and your household. Because when I'm hearing her talk about her husband, I'm like, if I'm your husband, I got a problem with you saying.
Bro, do I have a problem, bro?
Like, my wife are making me look crazy
my
right
wife
now.
would never do that.
Yeah, you making me look like I'm just weak out here.
I would never do that to my wife, and my wife would never do that to me. Like, that's a wild thing. You on national TV, millions of people are watching you, and you say this about your husband. Yeah. A millionaire, by the way, like, a lawyer.
Do you like him?
I think he's a lobbyist, by the way. So it's like, why are you talking about your husband like this?
The way she, like her tone and the way she do it sounds like she don't like him. Like they got problems.
Why you with him? And that's another thing, bro. You married this person. Yeah. So what do that say about you?
What about your selection?
What are your because
now I don't know if this person became that or like I don't know, because that can happen as well. But like you with him, it doesn't seem like you leaving him. I think y'all can see the ring on her finger. I mean, I don't.
We'll see how long that lasts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Or what happened when she got home.
I think they've been together for a while. I think they've been together for a long time. So it's like, why would you do that? Like in the house, we talking, you know what I'm saying? You talk that trash, man. But you on national TV talking about that now?
That's crazy. He be emaciated. Now I get the humor, like, because more so in traditional household, not when you a millionaire or whatever, like outside of like the man working or whatever, like the woman, she cooks the food, she does all that. I can understand when they like joke about that dynamic, but like the dynamic she in, like neither one of them got to worry about. When you millions up, neither one of y'all are doing those type.
So let me ask you something with what you saying right there. When you talk about that village of women, is the village of women that he's paying for to kind of help clean the house and make sure the stuff is right? Is it maids, servants? Yeah. Like what do you mean? Or is it his parents or your parents or whatever? Because again, he's the millionaire and you on the talk show, so it's not necessary that y'all need each other. Like, why would he be in his own? This is a lawyer, a lobbyist. Usually they pretty clean cut and they know how to talk to people and get people right. So why wouldn't he be able to know how to take care of himself? Did you help him become a lawyer? Did you help him? And you probably could. You probably did help him get to that point, but did it? But he still had to take them classes. Yeah, he still did the work, man. He still had to.
He still did the work.
So I'm trying to figure out and then the disrespect. Yeah, that type of disrespect allows me to disrespect your husband.
Yeah, because I'm like, hey, is that the bum?
That's the bum you got. That's the bum you got. Bum. But you can't take care of yourself, bro. You need other women to help you wipe your ass. Crazy. Like, what you got going on? So that's weird. And again, bro, we play the clip.
I have Handy Manny at home. No, he fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he throws out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So wait a second. Listen, I know what you're going to say, but wait. She's really talking about a servant, let's face it.
No.
It's a handyman she's talking about.
No, it's a handyman.
Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have...
Well, but...
One, if he's doing that, because I don't know they financial shit, but I'm assuming she on the show, they take care of, you know what I'm saying? He's still doing all the stuff.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. For a lot of people who ain't got millions of dollars, you got to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you the man in the house or you the woman in the house, you got to do that stuff. That's like part of the benefit. That's part of the usefulness. It's like we can't afford to call a handyman. I go fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a burglar in the house. Let me go check it out. That's
let me risk my life.
Yeah, that's me showing usefulness. You know what I'm saying? Then she come out. No, that's just what you describe as a servant. Like, I don't know what type of rich lifestyle you live in where everybody just take care of, the stuff you do. But that type of stuff for everybody else, that regular stuff, is part of being useful in a relationship. That's part of showing your admiration for the other person.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I don't have to open the door for you. It's me showing gratitude.
That's why acts of service is a love language.
Yeah, because you're not paying me to do this. I'm doing this out of the affection for you.
I ain't got to touch that bug either, but you know what? It's bothering you.
Yeah, it's bothering you.
Yeah, let me go get that for you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm scared too. I don't want to go down there and deal with that. But because I know
what's Joy gonna do when there's a bug sitting her? She gonna wait for the server to come up from the bottom floor?
I meant to ask you this. Do you know who's the producer of the show? It's a man. Don't even worry about it. I'll tell you that. So he's sitting somewhere listening to this foolishness like, you know what I'm saying?
Making money off of it. Sitting there rubbing his head. Talk that.
Whenever I hear men
all he saw was views going up.
Yeah, that's all he saw. Oh, I know this going
to run it up.
Because it was already doing numbers.
Yeah.
So it's like when I see this type of stuff, you get to look and it's like, okay, so you sitting at a desk, you sitting at a chair, you sitting at a production studio that was most likely built by men. But yet you saying useless. And then you really didn't specify.
The cameraman is behind the camera that she looking at talking about men are useless. It's like, okay, well, shoot yourself. That's such a, the whole basis for that question is just so.
It's crazy.
It's such a setup.
Useless,
it's a useless question.
Because if I'm not mistaken, useless means like a lack of skill or any ability for activity. Or a specific activity. Y'all said are men needed, and then you said useless, which in my eyes says that you're saying they are not useful in life.
Yeah.
A lot of things that are invented was invented by men. Again, the things that she did not even go that far. A lot of things that she just mentioned, fixing the house, going downstairs, fixing, they say killing the bugs when you don't want to do stuff like that. A lot of times the logical side of the relationship where the disciplinary comes from the man's side. So a lot of these things are useful in life. And your husband, again, $3 million.
Yeah.
Useful.
Yeah.
That
money is very useful.
That money is very useful coming from him. So it's very weird for you to say these things. And these women are married. Yeah. And she was doing a good job as far as protecting her husband up until with benefits.
Yeah.
That's so weird, bro. Like they don't understand the disrespect that they doing to their husband. But if their husband's cool with it, by all means. But it does open the door for me and other men and other women.
I don't really have a problem with the husband with benefit shit. I don't know if that's
it's the fact that when it's the
challenge that she was like with benefits.
She backed off. It's not the
that's because she the alpha of the show. She's the leader.
She
the alpha wheel. So when the alpha wolf step up, they go.
Listen. When that dude said that stuff about my wife, other than that time, I end up calling him, hey man, you out here struggling for food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. If I'm at work and my boss say something about my wife or out of pocket, I'm gonna say something to him immediately. It doesn't matter where I'm at. We can be on prime time.
Yeah. We
can be on Mr. Beast. We like, we gotta get our views up. Mr. B say something. Hey, I'm on your ass.
Yeah,
you about to get this.
Here. Yeah, you about to get these. You gotta get these views out.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever we at, that's what type of time. Because that's another time as a partner you supposed to protect what you have. Even with you, I'll do the same thing for you because of the respect. I was like, man, hey, don't talk about my man like that. Hey, watch that. But they up here just allowing the disrespect and engaging into it.
That's they dynamic. It look like.
But if they husband cool with it, then by all means.
But the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that. What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week. And
good for you guys.
And then the rest of the time I need a wife. Because I've always said
Everyone needs a wife.
No, I tease Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as a household runners. Like we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things, and Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son, he said, Mama, I want a spare mom. And I didn't know what he meant. And he's like, he said, Genevieve has a spare mom. And I realized the parents were divorced.
A nanny?
No, divorced. An extra mom, like 2 moms. And so I asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? You know, and he's like, no, I just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, Dad, and you could, you know, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom.
You know why he didn't say a spare dad? Like you taking that one perspective. He probably cool with what Dad doing.
Yeah.
You probably not giving him enough attention that he would like.
Could be. Could be.
Because you said you be paying attention to the other kids.
Yeah.
I would like to have somebody for me. Because he could be saying you're not personable for me.
I mean, that could very much be true, because he also could have just said, I want you to spend more time with me.
He could have just said that.
He didn't say that. He said, I want another mom.
So and you took that as,
you know, and you took that as you know, we had a 2-mommy household.
That says something to you.
Mommy. That when you dig into the like words he used, that does say a lot. Granted, as a kid, and he's probably just used the best words he can, so we can't know
how old that child is.
But still, I mean, I don't know.
He old enough to formulate that.
Yeah, so that thought. Yeah.
I need some attention.
Yeah.
You not doing it.
Yeah.
And I see that you got a lot going on.
I don't know.
So anybody will do. Any other mom would do.
I don't know. But that's the way he phrased that. The way she said he phrased that. With Lynn to that, That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like this, I do not like this argument of always fighting on who's the better gender.
Yeah.
Or what is this and what is
that. Whatever road you take, you're gonna lose. At some point you're gonna realize, we don't have that area covered.
Mm-hmm.
Or we don't have that area covered. Or we didn't do that. Or we not known for that. Like you just gonna keep running to that.
But I do see like again, like what they said, I do see more women say that men are useless until like something happens.
Yeah, and then
it's like, well, why didn't this man do this? Why did he protect me from getting hit with a brick?
Yeah. I think that's a vicious thing that lends to itself, because you might have like legitimate issues with men, and then like it gets to a point where it becomes like outrageous, or like now is not time for it, and then something happens. And then it's like you proved a point, but you only proved it because of the attitude that you created, the atmosphere that you added to in that moment.
That's logic, and
it's like a vicious circle.
Those people who do this, including them, including people who's, and it's my issue is not really with them, other than the fact of how they talking about their own spouse.
Yeah,
that has everything to do with like marriage and how I'm not a person that takes marriage like the religious stuff, but it's like this is my business, this is my partner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna protect anybody that I consider a partner. And for me, this is not really protecting. But I see that these people are just doing they job for us numbers. But
they entertain.
This type of discussion goes back to like, this is what the MAGA people do.
Yeah.
They go so far to the extreme that they don't see the gray areas of what you're saying. Now, we don't need this, man. You know what I'm saying? Or like, they would have said, do not surrender. That's a mugshot.
Yeah.
That's him literally surrendering. No, they trying to go against the Constitution. I was like, okay, cool. Now Trump going against the Constitution. We don't need it. We need to be rewriting anyway. Yeah. But you just said, I don't know, that's for me. They need to keep their religious beliefs out the school. We need the 10 Commandments back in the school. It's that type of rhetoric that I hear when I see this stuff. Same thing with the red pill. When I hear that Fresh and Fit, men choose to be married, and we gonna get this, and all these women. That's why you not married. Hey, Fresh and Fit, why you not married?
If y'all got it on lock. This ain't about us. We choose to be.
Yeah, you
we
know what I'm
choose
saying? It's like you go so far to the extreme, but then when it comes to you about the regular stuff that you're preaching, you look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Your producer is a man.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said, and then we did a video not too long ago that was similar to this, where like he was talking about how dudes ain't this, dudes ain't that, and I was like, you know, in the general sense, I don't care about your thoughts or whatever, because I know at the end of the day you going home to your man who you love to death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever with me.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, like they general thoughts about, you know, men being used, I don't care. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? My issue is more so like your spouses. Like if I'm at home and I'm hearing you like, you just think I'm just living in my excrement at home? Like what's up with that, bro? Don't I know you get views, but don't do it at the cost of me.
Yeah. Is that important?
Like, come on, son.
You know what I'm saying? And then also like a little, so like she alluded to, I don't know if she was saying this, I only need my husband about 3 times out the week.
Yeah.
And everybody like, ooh, which to me is alluding to like sex or whatever.
Yeah.
Now think about if I was to say that.
Crazy.
Or to think about if there was a man show, which they don't have anymore, like the Man Cave, the Spike TV and stuff like that, for whatever the reason is.
Man, they was spicy on that point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Spicy.
Think about the stuff that they wouldn't be able to say, man, you know, I don't need my wife got, you know, 3 or 4 times out there. I think if Patrice O'Neal was still out here.
Man, Patrice would have been out of here. Patrice would have been out of here.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need, she only a hoe to you. You know what I'm saying? These are the dynamics that, you know what I'm saying, you feel free to talk about, and why is
which is a larger, more interesting conversation behind this is like how some people get away with certain language in like mainstream media and other people. And like you were saying, like
the same thing with black and white people.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's the same thing, but I mean, you should understand. If
we understand,
we understand it, we get it. You know what I'm saying. But it's interesting that, you know, if the roles reversed and it was men, it was like the View panel, which we might do a skit of like the View to show you how ridiculous this sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Cause it's almost like parody. It's like, bro, do y'all hear yourselves, bro? But y'all are really serious. Like, y'all really serious about this. Like, y'all, you know, handy mandy.
Yeah, handy mandy with benefits.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
I love my wife. My wife ain't usually, she cook, clean, she make sure them dishes washed and all that. You talking about a servant? I mean, but it's a servant with benefits.
You know what I'm saying? People would lose their mind. Like, how you just talking about women like this? But you get the history behind it. But in this instance, like, don't do that. You ain't doing them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we talk about the inner workings. Oh, well, I don't really know.
I don't really care about that. I'm an entertainer.
I only need her about 3-4 times a week. Well, really 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm good.
I'm fine with an extra wife.
If I'm cool, to be honest, I'm cool with another wife. Another wife can't. My daughter the other day said, "Yeah, you know what we need? Another wife." I said, "You all right? If you want to join," and I do mean like that.
Yeah, like that. They've been out of it, man.
This totally differently in how I prep because broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political moment, the people who are saying what needs to be said in my party, it's all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need to. But in life, like I need my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
I say she is Republican, so you're just gonna skip over Marjorie Taylor Greene. You're gonna skip over Lauren Boebert. You're gonna skip over these people. Like
I don't know what she mean.
Like I don't know what she mean by that neither.
Because I guess it depends on what your politics like. Because I would think a lot of
I don't know her
Republican women were upset with the abortion that just got struck down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where was the women that
then
on the Republican side that fought the men to not get that passed?
What about the women that was on the Supreme Court? There was a white woman on there, right? Republican.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who voted in favor?
Okay.
So
So
I don't.
Useful.
Granted, number wise, there's more men in politics in general, but still, the women you have posted up, they not helping either.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I give you this: at least she didn't shit on her man.
Continue.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's what I was saying. We like our husbands. We just don't need men beyond that.
Wait till you're married 20 years and you'll see how replaceable they are.
I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have to start.
I thought you were going to say initiate.
Oh,
I just told you guys, I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love that.
And they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible.
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think there have been studies that say that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because women
Again, I think we have to make a differentiate gay men.
No, gay men are
in their own category.
Yeah, but we're not married to gay men, okay?
Oh.
But women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing,
cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his
Maybe he's
friends.
gay. Next.
I don't know. This is just weird. This weird. She seemed like she really got a problem with her husband.
Both the lady in the red and the other lady, the older lady.
Mm-hmm.
I got my friends here. They go through divorces. I was like, that sounds like that flock. That's why they birds. Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
So if they having trouble, I can see why.
But you been with your man for, I'm assuming, like over 20 years, as you
Mhm.
said, and they've been going through divorces. So you see something they don't see.
Yeah.
You seeing something they don't see. So
oh snap.
yeah, this whole video weird, man. This is weird. And again, man, my thing with this is they are giving other people ammunition. This is what somebody else is going to point to be like, see, this is what the left is doing to society, and this is how they, they're trying to forward their agenda. Because the view and their viewpoints and the things that they're putting out, people clapping and agreeing with them.
Mm-hmm. For me, man, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get the notion. I get the conversation, having the conversation piece.
Yeah.
What I don't get is just like the logical side, and maybe that's because I am a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah, that is great. But in this situation, because it's like, but that's a crazy thing to continuously say.
Yeah.
When it comes down to like somebody or something being useless.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word you're using. Useless.
Yeah.
Like I would never say that because that's just disrespectful to my mom. That's disrespectful to my wife.
That's crazy.
That's disrespectful. Yeah, you follow what I'm
That's
saying?
an extreme word to use.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
You can say they lack in this area, something like that. Or like my husband can't cook his way out of a paper bag or something like that.
That's all acceptable.
All right, man. But to be utterly not of use to anybody, now don't get me wrong, there's some useless people in the world.
Yeah.
But the overgeneralization of just men are useless.
That's a wild thing to do. And then you said laugh and then to not only say that, but to give and talk about your husbands as an example of that.
That's crazy. My husband would be in his excrement if it wasn't for women.
Yeah. So I think that's
now,
where...
granted, I don't know if that man really on that type of time. He like outside these doors, I'm the man. In here, somebody cleaning his diaper.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of
time. But he was like, he can't feed himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And if he can't, you enable that
type of behavior.
That type of behavior.
So what I say about you? And then you still with him.
Yeah. That's what she like.
That's
maybe
what I'm
she
saying,
just
bro.
like maybe she in that dom kinky stuff. But she like, I run the house.
Oh, cool. That's fine. I'll take that. But like that's
crazy.
But again, bro, like I say, if it's their relationship and they cool with it, then by all means.
Yeah.
But I do see that well, I think she's black. That black woman there who tried to defend, and she kept that's another thing. When she was out there talking about her husband, it's like she was cut one time. We ain't talking about that. We talking about this Thursday.
Yeah.
But
they ain't want positive stuff right now.
But see, the thing is with that is the stuff that they was talking about. You was talking about servitude too, up until she said, "Well, my husband creates servitude," because she was talking about he can't do nothing for himself. You didn't cut her off and say, "Hey, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the provision of what he provides for
what
you,
life he brings,
what life he brings."
I don't quite,
which I don't understand what that means, but
right.
whatever. But then when she started to tell us, like, "No, I love my man. My man does this." It was like that. Like my wife has a particular person in her life that when she brings up me and how well we do together. And the things that we do together, that person sticks their nose like this person has a problem.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I'm gonna keep doing stuff.
Yeah.
That's what these remind me of.
Mm-hmm.
That's what these biddies remind me of. Because it's just a wild thing to continue to do. But then again, when she tried to say it again, she said something else. Not gay men. We talking about, well, you're not married to a gay man. They have a hard time talking about their feelings. She said, nah, my husband talking about his feelings. Well, maybe he gay.
Yeah.
And again, you doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not firing back. Like, no, hey, man, no disrespect to them.
Maybe
but
y'all just need to be around more mature men.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm pretty sure their men, the men that's in their life are mature. But when you talk like this, it gives
it makes them like they not.
You paint a picture for us of them. Like damn,
like what's going on?
What's going on? Because
I know whoever the husband's homeboys call him like, hey, what's up with you? What's up with your
lady,
wife?
Bro, it's just going viral.
You know because what I'm saying? Like nah, she joking. You know I don't wear no diaper, dog.
You know what I'm saying? No, you're not. You better watch that, boy. Now he gonna get them jokes. Because like the thing is like the reason why it's easy for to believe because at least for me, I don't have women in my life that talk like that.
Yeah.
So if I don't have women in my life that talk like that, and I'm talking like we know women that talk like we know millionaires, we know people that have money or in positions where they can take care of like they don't even talk like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know women that talk like that. Oh, my fault. Let me say this: I don't have women around me that talk like that. So
I got women around me that talk like that, but in their case, I agree. You know, this is the rarest. I agree. I believe everything you just said. I've seen it.
For them though?
For them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't.
But that's because everybody got their own particular situation.
You talk about their situation or them saying men as a whole is useless?
No, they talking about individuals.
Okay, then
you know what I'm saying? Like they not generalizing people because like you said, I'm also there.
Yeah.
And they see me and they like, well, you're not useless. You clearly you clearly somebody, but the people we know, they are not that. And I was like, yeah, they not.
Yeah. So I don't understand. So that's why that's why with what you're saying, it makes it, well, maybe you have, because you have more experience. That's why it's like, well, I don't have those type of men around me.
Yeah.
So there must be some goofy ass men.
See, I'm probably going to cut this. I don't want to get in my business, but
yeah.
I know them type of men.
Okay.
I know them type of men, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird because growing up, like the examples I was given, it was like, it's like a whole different. So when I hear stuff like that, when I hear talk like that, I'm like, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I understand where the frustration is coming from. Like they don't speak in hyperbole of like all men or this or that, but like
they don't speak in like absolutes.
Yeah, they don't speak in absolutes.
No, I again, like I said earlier, I corrected, and that's because of what you said. I don't have those people around.
Yeah,
I have seen men that are useless to their significant other.
But you got a job full of them.
Boy.
Like sardines in the back.
Boy. And I don't even, and them men I don't fool with.
Yeah.
I don't talk to, maybe other than, hey, what's up, y'all need help over here? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm going to my I'm going to my department and we chilling.
Yeah.
So.
Keep better company, bro.
Yeah. Marry better.
Marry better. Know what you getting into. Know what you got in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't end up on TV just dogging your spouse.
Dogging your spouse out.
That's crazy.
Dogging your spouse. And I hope, I hope it's something that they spouses are cool with.
Yeah.
I hope it's something because of how they talking about them and how comfortable they feel talking about them the way they are and not defending them. I assume that those men are okay with whatever comes out with this situation, which I hope that's the case so it doesn't have anything.
Yeah. I've seen the dynamics where, you have two people that like they talk junk about their spouse, whatever. But if you start talking junk about me, like hold up now,
like everybody loves Rainbow.
Yeah, like that's my man. You better chill out.
You watch your mouth.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how her husband might be with his boys probably not on national television.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only difference. If we see it out together, like if me and my wife talk trash to each other, you know that I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? If and then you see somebody out say something like, "Oh, nah, partner." You know what I'm saying?
Pump your bakes.
Yeah, you know what I'm
saying? This ain't that type of party.
And for me, that's the same thing because that's in house rather than me doing it and opening the door for somebody else to do that or feel comfortable to do that.
Right. So, anything else you got to add? I'm good on that too. So let us know.
My bad. I do have something. Stop the gender wars, man. It don't make sense. It's unnecessary. We need each other. We are equal. We do things different. We're not equal in everything that we do. But we equal in everything that we could contribute.
Yeah, I think the conversation. I think this gender war is taken away from like legitimate issues, like between. Relationships that are like legitimate and need to be addressed, but people are like we said, people gonna use this as an excuse to like avoid those issues or like Like there are real examples of patriarchy. If you have an example, what did you tell me the other day? What was something we didn't even expect women had to fight for the other day?
Oh, it was the thing to check if they have cancer.
The cancer screening.
Cancer screening,
but it was Pap smear.
It was a Pap smear.
So there are legitimate reasons to like men have gotten women's way. We understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Abortion rights is now.
Yeah, abortion right. We understand like there's legitimate but this gender war of like petty like are men useless stuff like this. That's getting in the way. Yeah. That's clouding everything right now.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, y'all are ridiculous. If you part of that that battle, you are ridiculous. You are a ridiculous person on either side.
If somebody stop you in the street and ask you a question like that, you need to just walk away or smack the phone out of his hand.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna answer. I know my answer ain't gonna get on there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna answer.
That's why you gotta record yourself while they record you.
Yeah, no, I love women. Yeah. Women are useful. I can name a few things on how and why they're useful.
You know what's not useful? You out here recording people.
Yeah. Asking these stupid ass questions. You know what I mean? But I ain't got no more, man.
Yeah, I'm done. Let us know what you think about this video. Do you happen to agree with some of the stuff they said or their viewpoints?
Are you in the same situation?
Yeah. Are you abused at home?
You know what I'm saying?
Let us know.
Somebody useless?
Yeah. Are you with someone useless?
Are you useless?
That's the good question.
Come to Mind the Gap.
Yeah. I think that's the bigger question. You need to look within. Are you useless?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What are you
outside of this job, what does she do?
I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah, but
I think that's another thing that people don't do. I think that's the biggest problem.
Self-evaluation.
Yeah, just I remember this one dude, he snapped on a lady. He said, man, he said, but what makes you a good woman? Who told you that? Who self-audited you?
You just assumed.
Yeah. Why did you just a self-auditor? Like you could just tell on that?
Yeah.
That's actually exes how good you were. I was like, I never thought about that.
Yeah, let's do some check.
I'm out here walking around thinking it wasn't me. That's asking people I've been with. Let's have a real conversation on what people think about you.
Yeah.
So again, that's it.
That's it.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you can. I'm TK, aka Mark Dean.
Is it Mike or Mark?
Mark.
I'm Mark Dean. I'm Darius, aka Lewis Latimer.
And this is Mind the Gap.